game 2 then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think we're gonna, if EG play this well, we're gonna see game 3.
Alright, Shannon, thinking game 3 or you give Vici Gaming?
It's up to iceiceice for Vici.
For battle.
He's their ace in the hole, as we like to say. But yeah, EG probably a little safer to pick this game.
Well, on a hero that can look to shut down Sumail's Shadow Fiend, and we'll just find out exactly how this game pans out. We're going to pass it over to our commentators, LD and Winter. Game 2 of EG vs Vici Gaming. Take it away.
Alright, folks, welcome in. This is indeed Game 2. Vici Gaming holding the 1-0 advantage. They are on the Radiant side. EG going to get a crack at the Dire. We've got PPD, the captain, the drafter, playing that Bane support. It'll be AUI 2000, handling the Mirana, something that they used to run back in the good old bottom days, although he was not the one playing it usually. Sumail could be on your Shadow Fiend universe on the Beastmaster, and I believe that does leave the old man himself on the top lane, Fear, playing the lone druid. As for Vici Gaming, they've got FY on an aggressive support. What else is new? The Skywrath Mage this time. Arrow coming in though. It's going to hit off the bat. They're actually trying to group up on him, but Cogs are waiting. If needed, iceiceice can allow them to disengage, so it looks like they might get this early D-ward. They will. Perhaps EG will counter it. So yeah, you've got iceiceice on your Clockwerk, playing the mid-roll. Will once again be super on that sniper. Last time he saw a Shadow Fiend mid, he wrecked him. Black will be playing your Juggernaut in the safe lane, and it does leave Fenrir on that support Witch Doctor.
The battle begins.
First bounty rune.
Another arrow, but Fenrir able to dodge away. And they get both bounties, Winter. 2 games in a row now.
Good sign. Good start.
No first blood this time, though, so I think EG will still be happy about that.
The lanes. Old Man Fear will be on the safe lane with the roaming supports of EG gonna prioritize. I think they're gonna be prioritizing getting a couple of kills on the sniper early on. And like what Sin mentioned, there'll be a support constantly at the middle lane, maybe trying to avoid Super getting picked off that early with the sleep arrow. He has gone for the level 1 and feeble.
Oh, arrow gonna connect on Super. This looks to be your first blood. Nothing FY can do about it. They'll just auto attack him. Now PPD the one to claim it. Now looking for a little bit more. Lane into him will be the Mirana. I don't think they get the kill.
He just got a little too complacent when he saw like, oh, Bane doesn't have Nightmare. I can go up and farm.
Yeah.
And got hit by the arrow.
And they have that ward near the rune, but it does not protect you against the defensive jungle arrows, something you don't see particularly often. Normally when you're ganking this mid lane, it's coming from like that Ancients area, occasionally down the other direction from the river, but with those decent wards, he felt a little bit too complacent.
Looking at how the 2 offlaners are doing at the moment, 1 CS for the Clock, 0 CS for Beastmaster, but both getting a lot of experience in the lanes.
Yeah, a lane where generally speaking, this lone druid should get a lot of farm.
Top lane though, I think Aoi might actually find a good angle for arrow here.
This is very reminiscent of how FY was moving around this Mirana. In fact, he hit one from this exact same angle the other day. Let's see if AUI's shot will be true.
Here's a good opportunity. There's no creeps behind.
He's got to go soon if he wants to fire this arrow. He'll let it go, and it's not going to connect on iceiceice. Definitely dodged.
That was close.
Well, for now, the Clockwerk doing well in the offlane, and matching him, let's see, how is the Universe doing in his offlane thus far?
2 CS so far.
2 CS, level 2.
8 for the Clockwerk. That's a lot. He even has more CS than the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, he hasn't really been pressure. Those supports have been focused on mid.
Super middle lane. Oh my god, he just got blown up by Sumail. Triple raise.
Well, do they at least get this counter kill? FY's gonna have another nuke. There's no salve, no bottle. Sumail will go down as the trade, but still, you're happy. You're killing off the sniper. Tries to smoke dodge the last projectile, but PPD there to instantly reveal it. And that's a precious smoke used up very early on.
Bought another smoke.
Well, he's a Skywrath. Swinging around bottom lane is your Witch Doctor, but not really. Oh, actually summoning the boar. That might let the cast bounce a second time, but Universe will just might throw it away.
He still has the ward in his pocket. Still hasn't placed it anywhere yet. Might be looking to place it sometime in the
The arrow setup's coming mid again, Winter. Up in the high ground is your Mirana searching for Super.
Oh no.
They're going to get the sleep setup. Arrow to follow this one up. There's no support inbound. FY can't do a thing to protect him. His precious sniper might go down to get the silence comes out. Does end up going down though. Even if they get this trade on PPD, hardly worth it. And FY may pay. Rocket coming in. They get the Beastmaster kill bottom. All this going on. This time the smoke dodge won't actually work. He ends up going down anyway. Doesn't work against the nuke. Only against those auto attacks.
Yeah, good news for Vici. iceiceice is getting a lot of farm. He has 15 last hits on this offlane. This is going so well for him. He got so much farm. Even though Sniper's having a very tough time, they sort of compensated with the Clockwerk having a very
But it is a carry free farming top for EG as well, so... EG, obviously, this is a lot to give up to the Clockwerk, but it's a 1v1. They're not really devoting too much. AUI has shot a few hours there, but ultimately most of his attention has been on mid.
Yeah, the Sniper is the one that they want to pick off time and time again.
How good of a Clockwerk game do you think it is? We're seeing him get a hot start, Winter. Do you think this is the kind of game that iceiceice can like take over and carry for his team?
Middle lane Sumail getting slowed down by the Shrapnel, getting slowed down by the concussive shot. Another nuke should be able, yeah, they're gonna get the
FY, well, try once, twice, 3 times. If it doesn't succeed, just try again. Now the cast coming out. Maledict, Vici Gaming trying to out early game EG. They're the masters of the early rotations, and they're actually going in on the PPD. FY, though, gonna walk back in for a quick death. Might have gotten caught by Universe, but could have tried to head to the north and at least waste some of EG's time, but ends up costing his life. That Clockwerk being pursued. Is there going to be a route here? Not going to happen.
You talk about whether this is a good Clockwerk game. Looking at the heroes that EG have, they have the Hawk to scout. He's positioning out the ball to block the hook shots. That's the Spirit Bear. Mirana has leap to get out of the hook shot into Cog's combination. So technically speaking, he can
There's the
try
boar.
to kill the Bane and the Shadow Fiend. But it, you know, I feel it's not gonna be easy for him to get solo pick off this game. And looking at his skill build right now, he has 2 points in battery assault, 2 points in rocket flash. Not choosing the max, the battery assault first. PPD gonna come in to set up the arrow.
Sleeps there to start this off. iceiceice, double damage rune is very healthy. They'll just surround him though with the arrow. Now the brain sap coming out and he drops the cogs. Could he actually retreat from this? Nope, gonna go down.
Yeah, Orb of Venom on the Spirit Bears.
Well, getting a lot of levels, a lot of farm, but EG gonna take a lot back here mid, or top. So, let's see. We see a Gloves of Haste on Sumail. Do you think he alters his build and goes for the Midas, Winter? Or is this just a very early treads? Because if he wanted the treads, he could have already bought them.
Possible, I think. No, he's gonna click double one again. Oh dear.
Well,
he's dead.
he might not be able to get that Midas very soon. He'll buy the TP scroll, he says, screw it, I'm getting treads now. Buys the Belt of Giant Strength before going down.
He died the same way twice already.
Yeah, that's where it's like, alright, screw this. This is not a game for greed. Might not have been considered anyway.
They have a lineup that doesn't require the Shadow Fiend to be super farm to win.
They've introduced, they have a secondary carry.
Yeah, they basically just need him to survive and have a couple of items. They don't need him to go greedy and be super huge and take a risk that he might actually not come online during the mid game. So, I mean, getting the use definitely helps against the silence from the Skywrath and
Juggernaut looking to go in here. Bottom lane has the Omni Slash. They want Fenrir to wrap around with the cask, but the Universe just staying back, using the boar there to keep Black at bay. And they do actually have a Mirana backing up. This could go south for Vici if they do go for that dive.
Clockwerk gonna get his hook shot fairly soon, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets the hook shot and moves towards me doesn't protect the Sniper.
Speaking of a move, they are rotating out towards that top rune as well. Your Bane, Shadow Fiend combo gonna secure an illusion. A lot of movement early on from EG supports, much more active than their last laning stage.
And Fear has opted to go for a lot of early items. He's gonna he has like a protection and ring of regen on the hero. Wants to finish the Tranquil sometime soon. Face boots on the bear. Looks like he's gearing up to like the Maelstrom early fighting build for the Spirit Bear.
So no Radiance. Do you go for the Midas here as well, or do you just go straight Maelstrom, do you think?
I think he might want to consider. I think he looks like it looks more like he's going for early fighting build, which suggests that Maelstrom would be the likely option.
So if that's the choice, do you think you combine it with even like a mechanism on the Shadow Fiend, since Beastmaster probably won't be the one to build that, has mana issues?
Yeah,
it's not the Sumail build. He's generally gone for the Yule Scepter.
Yeah, I don't think he has actually bought mech. I'm not sure.
I don't think he's bought it once this tournament.
He mostly goes for the use then into Midas use or into his core items, other core items. I don't think you get use plus mech. It's not so good most of the time.
Yeah, you gotta kind of pick which one you want. Yules could be nice against Clockwerk as well, potentially. Help keep your teammates alive when he jumps them.
Yeah, they need.
Or yourself.
They need multiple force stuff. I think the Beastmaster and Bane, maybe even the Mirana would want to get one at some point of the game. So.
Well, we'll see. iceiceice now on the move. Still hasn't really found that first gank. It looks like they did freshly plant down an Observer Ward. There is a dire sentry here.
Gonna smoke.
Are they going to be able to scout it out? Yeah, they're going to look to deward this. But missing uphill a few times, and now a Rocket Flare going to discourage AUI from coming in. They'll back off. It looks like Vici are on the smoke, though. 2 more heroes rotated. FY coming in behind iceiceice. AUI may think he's safe, but if they get off the silence, he won't be so lucky. iceiceice is going to continue chase. Now PPD, the one they turn to instead of kind of a discombobulated fight here from Vici. Still chasing PPD. He'll have a Brain Sap ready. They're going to cast him, continue to nuke him. Will that cast bounce back the other way? He Brain Saps. Then the defensive sleep. Arrow coming in from the rear will catch FY, but iceiceice is close at hand. They get the root. Cog's going to push that bear back. Very well played by iceiceice. TP out. The heal gonna keep him alive. The axe is just moments too late. Fenrir may end up falling though. iceiceice is gonna abandon ship. He'll TP on out of here while Black will find the Shadow Fiend at the top rune. That's the bigger kill. A 2 for 1. Support for support, but then the bonus kill. The early rotations from Black. Winter, I have to say, I feel like the games where Black rotates early, they generally do much better in. You go back to that Medusa game the other day where his early rotations really helped them win the fights. This time around, the Juggernaut moving a lot early. You compare it to like the Queen of Pain game he had the other day where he's focused on farming, and maybe it's just coincidence, but it just seems like this team does better when Black gets involved early.
I think it's a very good move, like as a carry player. When you have a big ultimate, you want to use it every time. We saw this done by NB yesterday as well. Every time his Omni Slash comes off cooldown, he TPs in. Even if it's a support kill, he wants to get the skull. You get a kill, get something done with it. Help your team.
Yeah, you know the support's off the map. They're not dropping wards. They're not smoke ganking. It makes your team a lot safer, and it just keeps the pressure on. Keeps them poorer, keeps them easier to assassinate later on in the game. And it just kind of fits the Vici style. They're really not a sit back and farm type of team. I mean, we do not see much of that Black Anti-Mage, Naga, you know, any sort of these hard carries. They want him active and involved with the rest of the squad.
And Fear actually opted to go back for the Midas, and he got his Tranquils as well, so gonna be having some time to figure out what he wants to get. Like the good thing about getting a Midas is like if you're unsure of what you want to buy, it gives you time to think about it.
Maybe seeing just how the Shadow Fiend's game is developing and feeling like he'll have to carry harder to compensate.
Yeah, it could possibly be the case because their lineup looks like it's good to get the Maelstrom and Blats very early, so that they have a very good team fight composition with all the aura from the Beastmaster and the Shadow Fiend and lots of very efficient damage items, cheap efficient damage items.
Black gonna rotate to the jungle. They now give the bottom lane to their Witch Doctor. That pretty standard transition for Juggernaut players nowadays. You get your Mask of Madness and off to the woods you go. We may see and go for another kill soon. The ulti's gonna cool down. They smoke. No vision from EG. They only have the Hawk. There's a hook shot in mid. This will help secure the tower, although do they actually get the last hit on it? iceiceice wants to commit for it. He walks it. He had stick charges to get off Cogs, but he can't because he's roared and then nuked down as Black will join the fray, slicing through PPD. While he's silenced, he can't get off a spell. And now Black looks for the double. Requiem being channeled. He gets it off, but the Omni Slash gonna ruin Sumail anyway. The Death Requiem comes out too late to get that secondary kill. Fenrir now on the chase. Valedict on the Universe. Death Ward looking at it go. It'll bring Universe down. Now AUI, it's 4, almost dead. Assassinate. Gonna finish him off. And Fear, just helpless to get involved in these fights. It's a Midas on Druid. What's he really gonna offer? He's just sitting top farming. They're fighting 4v5.
Yeah, if he actually had a Maelstrom, yeah, he's gonna go for the Maelstrom build right now, picking up the Growth's Haste. But if he had the Maelstrom instead of the Midas, probably he would actually teleported there. But since he went for this build, he was very inclined to want to help his team without having any damage items.
How bad is this for EG? Do you view them as a lineup that can mount a comeback? Or are they very tempo dependent?
Definitely, they can still come back into the game with the Shadow Fiend and all the auras and a Midas on Lone Druid. I think the starting point for the comeback would probably be at some point in the game they get the Roshan first with their lineup on the dire side and then start to fight back with the Aegis.
Well, for now we see Super forming up.
You know, there was one more thing I wanted to highlight.
Sure.
I felt EG made a... Even though it didn't work out, you saw the fight where Black was actually chasing Sumail up the high ground and he realized he couldn't escape, and they tried to line up, like Mirana shot Aoi shot an arrow onto the high ground spot, tried to work get it work out with the Rec Room, but it didn't work.
They tried to have it so the arrow hits right as the Rec Room goes
Yeah,
off, and they kill the Jug before
They knew the Juggernaut was going to run up, so they tried. It was a nice thing to have at bottom lane. Arrow gonna hit on F5, it's gonna be an easy kill.
Meanwhile, top lane though, there's a hook shot in. They're gonna look to jump on this lone druid. He's a crucial hero for EG. Maldic gonna find him. Now the Death Ward laying into him. Fear getting slowed down by Battery Assault. Black on the chase, slicing through that tanky lone druid. Can they finish him off? One more auto attack. He actually backs off, but Fenrir there to secure that kill. They rotate bottom, but they commit 3 heroes, only getting a Skywrath and again losing one of their cores. Still though, Winter, EG's carry is staying close in terms of net worth. They're only just behind the Juggernaut, ahead of the Sniper mid. It's the other 3 that are liabilities right now, sitting at a collective less than 6k net worth across 3 heroes. Black alone has more net worth than all 3 of those heroes at the bottom combined.
Look at the net worth of the Beastmaster at this point. He suffered so much in the laning phase. I think at this point you consider the Beastmaster a support. He's nowhere near the farm of a core, and basically I'm not sure if he can actually have the space to come back, since their lineup, they have a Shadow Fiend, they have a Lone Druid. These 2 heroes are just going to take so much farm off the map.
They are looking to split push here, not wanting to take fights at this stage. And it's Sumail with the double damage rune who lays into the tower bottom. He'll clean it up, evening up the tower score here a bit, although it's 2-1. Still favoring VG, not EG. Easily confused, but Fear might be caught. They have a ward here. They're going to catch out the old man again. Uh-oh. Battery Assault coming through. Hook shot. Now Cog pushing him actually towards his team, but into a Mystic Flare. The follow-up's there. VG Gaming just keeping the heat up.
No, the bear is gonna be on cooldown for quite some time.
Constant pressure from VG.
He's gonna have a cooldown, like a 40-second cooldown when he respawns. Doesn't have a bear.
Do they just Roche now? They're almost moving like they want to. No, they're going mid.
Nah, I don't think they can do it fast enough before the...
They have the Jug Sniper. I think they're actually pretty decent at it. But yeah, it's a little bit risky.
Yeah, they don't know that the bear is on cooldown.
That's true.
We have the privilege to know that.
Yeah, well, they'll take the tier 2. This is setting up for that Roche coming soon. Tier 1 bottom, the main other tower they'll want, and it looks like this will be taken uncontested. EG just waiting around near the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower
No real opportunities for them to make any plays here. They've got the Hawk up above it. They are worried about that Roche attempt, though. And they're doing the best they can with the split push. Sumail still keeping up in his farm. Despite the early struggles, he's completed the Yules. He's closing in on the Blink Dagger.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow, that's that.
Oh, jeez.
It's the story of the Beastmaster this game. It's just a very good stat to tell. I mean, it's not even sometimes his fault. Like, it's just usually EG doesn't have such a greedy lineup, and he's able to get some space from his team. But this game, they just couldn't afford to give him space. Both the cores are heavily reliant on items, and they didn't get a very good start. So
they're smoked again. That ward in the Dire jungle once more looking to set up on Sumail. Will they get this hook shot initiation? Even with the Yule Scepter, it's going to be tough. Rocket coming in. Now the hook to follow. Trapped out. He does drop the Yules. He's going to go for the offensive Requiem play, but Battery Assault will end up canceling it, and down he goes. He knows the self-Yules there is not going to get much done, but in the end ends up falling regardless.
They're still gonna get a tier 1 at bottom with that kill. So much work getting done by Vichy right now at the moment. More map control, a kill on the core on the opponent side, and the lane they still have two heroes farming both the other lanes. Like, so efficient from the VG side.
And I don't see any reason here for Vici not to keep the pressure up. You've seen the Lone Druid Midas. You're up by 6k. All of your heroes are great at fighting now. They scale okay, but you don't have anyone who just wants to sit back and farm passively. They definitely want to continue applying pressure, maybe work towards the Roshan soon if they can get a good kill to set it up. They get the medallion on the Witch Doctor. This paves the way for that Roche. Also good against the Lone Druid Bear. Something else that is really worth mentioning and highlighting here.
Yeah, against the Bear. They're gonna have Yule Scepter on FY pretty soon. Witch Doctor still gonna work towards his X Scepter, which is a long way more to go for him. Clockwerk finishes the 4th star, but on EG side, I talked about the importance of having a 4th star. None of them have it right now, and Sumail gonna get chased down by the sniper.
Assassinate, he has the Yule Scepter, and it's just gonna... Uh-oh, Rocket. just off the mark.
Wouldn't have died anyway, but it
Would have been
shows.
close.
Yeah, it shows you how much damage the sniper with Mask of Madness and Yasha alone can do to the Shadow Fiend. And on the other note, the Shadow Fiend doesn't have any items that help give him armor and a lot of HP. Are just very utility-wise items.
Well, Maelstrom finally complete for Fear's Lone Druid, but it's quite late considering how early that Midas was. At this point, you really hope to be ahead as a Lone Druid.
Yeah, he's gonna get a Vlad's as well to help his team.
Armor will be helpful this game. You're up against Death Ward, the Juggernaut ulti.
Even a casual cloak against a Skyrim and a sniper, the assassinate from the sniper would be nice.
Well, iceiceice dropping some cogs here near the ramp, but if it's EG who are setting up an ambush. Black in the front lines, they drop down a Sentry Ward here to try and scout out any sort of Mirana Moonlight Shadow plays and maybe D-ward this hill. And they will manage to do so. Now an Observer Ward planted down by AUI, I believe. They're going to look to jump in here, but off the bat, PPD gets trapped in the trees. One deployed, Arrow going to connect on Super, but it's a two-hero hook from iceiceice. Following this up will be a Mystic Flare. Very well placed. Now Sumail trapped out. Can he even get off a Requiem? He does manage to do so. Maybe this can turn the fight. Black, he's dove in really deep against this team. Somehow survives, lives to tell the tale. Went in 1v3 there, and with the bear, maybe it's 1v4 even. He'll end up falling in the end. Still, they run down Universe. Battery assault from iceiceice secures the 4th kill, make it 5. The rocket snipes the Lone Druid on the way out. EG getting wiped again.
Oh my god.
Tower is under attack.
And that's with Black totally not on the same page as this team. He just YOLO Omni Slashes into 3 heroes on the bear, but they still, again, iceiceice these amazing hook shots.
He was very close to surviving, only died because the Maelstrom proc from the 3-bear and the lightning just bounced onto him. But that hook shot was the biggest thing that happened for PG that fight.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it does zone some of those EG heroes back. They see the Juggernaut running at them, they don't want to fight.
Still don't have a 4-staff. That was like a huge problem with the hook shot. No one had 4-staff.
Well, is anyone? I don't think anyone's even. I guess Beastmaster maybe could have rushed a 4-step, but that's just not a Beastmaster. He doesn't even have the gold for it, actually.
I feel at this point right now, the Bane is not going to get a 4-staff anytime soon. Mirana is building into the 4-staff with the ring of regen, but it's going to need. Someone has to get it. Someone has to get it. It's already at the point where you just need the 4-staff.
I mean, what? Shadow Fiend, Low Druid? Because nobody else is farming it.
Beastmaster needs to get it.
1,500 gold. I guess he's fairly close. Well, we wondered if the Clockwerk could have a big impact, and man, oh man, has he delivered so far this game. iceiceice 2-2-9 in the off lane. Not to mention he's kept up his farm. He's only 2k down the Shadow Fiend. He's going for the hook. Not going to connect. I guess I jinxed him, Winter. But more importantly, they secure that Roshan. And now they're going to look to push down mid, perhaps. No, there's still a tier 2 top. That would be the easier objective to go for here.
VG are the, I talk about 4-staff, but VG are the ones who has like 2 4-staff on their team. To kite the bear, to kite the raw as well, to sleep into arrow. There are so many good ways of just making sure that EG don't hit their multiple stun combinations, the lockdowns.
Now, looks like they're going to group up and look to push the top side of the map. And they'll begin
if you're EG, you just try to split push and get as much as you can out of the map right now. They are very far behind. They need some sort of big item on Fear before the next fight. They really do.
It looks like they might even be... Oh, no, never mind. Skyrath just moving through the Dire jungle on his own. But yeah, EG is going for the split push, as you mentioned. Fear trying to eke what little he can off these Ancients. But I have to point out once again, VG, whenever they get this advantage, they're just so consistent at getting these really aggressive Observer Wards down. One in the mid lane, one off in the Dire Woods now. And this sets up beautifully for the Clockwerk.
Yeah,
easy hook shots with this.
Something that's really important when you're actually in control of the game. You want to have wards on your supports ready so you can place those wards when you pass by the map, when you're moving as a team, because it's much safer to do so, and it saves a lot of time.
It's like if you let's say you take the Roche, but you don't have the wards, then you go buy them and then walk into place them. Maybe you get caught.
We see that happen with a lot of teams, like when they have the position, when they have the map control, they don't have the wards on the support. And this.
Oh no! iceiceice catching out AUI. He's gonna force step himself the wrong way. Well, AUI will live to fight another day.
3k go out on the Clockwerk. I mean, this is just gonna be a
Axe game.
Yeah, Axe game coming up very soon for the Clockwerk. It's just an item that's like really good upgrade on a hero like Clockwerk, which you just need to drop multiple ultis off in a fight. It just makes the hero so strong in long drawn out fights.
So how do you think EG can come back here, Winter? Is it just split pushing with the bear and the Shadow Fiends? Is there a way for them to take a successful fight?
At this point, before they start to take successful fight, they need more items. At least they would want to complete the BKB on Sumail, since he went for Blink and Use, which doesn't offer him much fighting capabilities other than catching a single target and setting up for the ultimate. So they need to complete the BKB first on Sumail. Fear just bought something. He bought a Hyperstone, so he's gonna look to go for the Assault Cuirass next. So the optimal timing would be to have the Assault and the BKB up and just try to take a fight.
As soon as you see iceiceice move, he's gonna force step. He's going for a deep hook. He's gonna try to catch out PPD right now.
PPD's there.
Oh no, PPD. Hook shot.
Wow.
You jinxed him, Winter.
You jinx him once and I jinx.
Yeah. We're a pox on iceiceice apparently. PPD now being chased. Well, he is dead anyway, though. Not the way we thought he'd die.
Space Gator.
They'll buy time for the Shadow, or the Lone Druid at least bottom lane. He'll push out the Shadow Fiend mid as well. And he'll take a tier 1 mid, so end of the day, it's a Bane down, but I don't know that EG can really expect much better the way this game's developed. Can they hold the high ground, though, is going to be the question.
They're going to force them to come back at the very least before they retreat back to the base.
Dire's top tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Fiend already teleports back, completes the BKB. They need to hold it back here.
This is going to be tough, though. They have a very strong high ground sieging lineup. Super and Black just laid in. They're so confident. They're just 4 heroes right on top of this tower, basically. There is the Blink, BKB, Requiem combination. Perhaps with this, EG could find an opening. It's on the south side where your Mirana lurks. They're trying to find a jump in, but here we go. Blink, Requiem, kaboom onto iceiceice, almost getting the kill. He barely survives. Now the Omni Slash will get a turn. Hookshot came in, trapping out Sumail. iceiceice will sacrifice his life, but the Death Ward's there. Fenrir, there's nothing left to cancel this. He'll end up falling a 2 for 4. Just not good enough from EG. They still find a way. A sacrificial play from iceiceice and Black to help secure that fight.
That was a very important hook shot to land, because the Witch Doctor is probably yelling, I can get a very good ultimate off.
Take one for the team. I'm the carry now. Trust in me, iceiceice.
That was just a very like, just trust in your teammate and just go in, knowing that she just needs to make that happen for the Witch Doctor.
This squad has been around for a decent amount of time in Dota terms at this point. They've been playing together since right after TI4 with this 5-man roster, and they're starting to show that trust in each other more and more. They don't actually break the base, though. End of the day, EG, hold on. They defend their racks.
You know,
and they are still farming on their carries.
They got the Mjolnir upgrade on like the Lone Druid because he couldn't have time to farm the AC and they were going to defend the high ground. He just purchased the Mjolnir. I don't think he wanted to actually buy that.
Oh, he just bought the Mjolnir.
Yeah, he bought the Mjolnir for the fight. Just for the fight.
He would rather have the AC.
Yeah, the Mjolnir upgrade doesn't give him that much.
AC is good against almost... I mean, there is magic damage with Vici, but still, you're dealing with Omni Slash, the headshot, the Death Ward.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic item.
But I understood where he was coming from. They're gonna TP in. Alright, they're not gonna TP in the Clockwerk.
Whatever you say, it's immediately going to be the opposite, Winter. It's just what you have to get used to as a caster. Oh, well, they'll take a tier 1 at least.
Yeah, Universe was the one who actually built the first force down for his team there. The second one going to come up from Aoi, but I have to say the damage from the hookshot Cogs combination has already did its job.
Yeah, he's not expected to carry this game for 40 minutes. He gets the first 15-20 minutes under control for his team, and after that, he's just lockdown and control, while the Sniper and Witch Doctor do the work from the distance.
He's not going to go for the axe though, he's going
BKB,
for
is that?
BKB.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for surviving the combination of use BKB.
Well, we saw the last fight. Like, he almost died to the Requiem.
Yeah, one Requiem and one race is basically dead. So the BKB would solve a lot of the problems against the Shadow Fiend. But he's still going to get locked down by the Raw and the Root from the Lone Druid and Beastmaster respectively, and the grip, Fiend's grip as well. But I guess he doesn't really care. It's more important that he actually tanks it out for the team so that they don't use the important spells on the Sniper and the Juggernaut. Like we saw in the last fight. he really didn't mind taking one for the team.
That was honestly a thing of beauty. I feel like that needs to be captured, slow motion, cue up the Titanic music at the critical moment.
That was one of the moments where EG did it with Fear and Universe when he hookshot in just so he could force Star Fear out, and
that iceiceice just put on he's dyed his hair blonde and now he's showcasing his best Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic impression, I have to say. Yeah. Sacrificing himself for his loved ones, his Vici Gaming brothers.
Ice.
And Suns fan is complaining about spoilers. How old is that movie? 15 years old at this point? 10 years old?
I watched that movie when I was a kid. So Fenrir is his lover for some reason. Not FY. I think FY is supposed to be the lover because I remember iceiceice said in an interview the reason he joined Vici is because he wants to play with FY. I mean, Fenrir is a very good player as well, but he specifically said that he wants to play with FY.
Well, I mean, who doesn't in China right now? This guy is...
He's the prince.
He's the crown prince.
He has a nickname. They call him Prince.
He has not ascended to the throne yet, though.
The throne
still hasn't taken that TI title home.
Burning is still on the throne.
The thing is, Bernie hasn't even won a TI. So if he can stay on the throne without winning a TI, how do you dislodge Burning from the throne? Or is it just not possible? He's just the king.
He's the icon.
No matter what. He doesn't even have to win anymore. He can just always be the icon.
Yeah, they have a very huge amount of respect for Burning in China. Because of how much
everybody wants him, Winter. He's the hot new well, not hot new thing, but he's the hot commodity right now.
We are talking like their products being passed around by some company.
I mean, end of the day, you're trying to build the best team you can, right?
So they are...
You don't just want to play with Bernie because you think he's a cool guy.
They are products for the team.
They're part of the product.
They are part of the product. So
how do you think they get sponsors? They market them.
They get sponsors by their good looks.
So even then, though, you're objectifying Burning.
Burning is good looking. Why not?
Okay, I'm just saying. You know, you're not treating him like a real human being. He's not just a good-looking male model, Winter.
He's a good-looking carry.
I will say he dresses very well. He's got some nice designer clothing. He's earned some money over his years in Dota and likes to show it off. EG now going for this Moonlight Shadow smoke gank. They lead with the Hawk as we get back underway. Looks like the lag issues are over. They're hunting in the Radiant Woods, but finding very little. BKB now complete on the clock. And leading in terms of net worth is your sniper, up to 15k net worth. You know, Winter, it does get to a point where the bear really starts to fall off, especially against the sniper. He just starts laying into it from distance. It dies very quickly.
He's going for... I'm surprised that he goes for the basher, actually. I thought he might actually need an armor item on the bear because he's dropping very quick in the fights. He didn't even finish the Vlad, so he doesn't usually do this though. He usually likes to go for
they're spotted out here. There's a dire ward up on the high ground. And Vici Gaming, they don't care if they're coming. Yeah. If they're coming from the low ground, they don't care. They're still gonna try and walk into the Roach pit.
They need the bashes to work so that they can lock down the Juggernaut.
There's a rocket flying out. It will get eyeballs here on the Bane. And iceiceice now walking up the cliff. They breach that high ground. They're going to throw it and assassinate onto PPD. Already down below half health. Oh man, he drops quickly. And Universe will be the one to blink in. It's a BKB from iceiceice. Sumail jumping on top of this, but he got off his BKB. The Requiem doing little here. Trying to focus down Black, who has an Omni-Slash. Does manage to get it off. Oh, he was low. The Yule's coming through. It won't matter. He gets popped like a pinata. Black going to finish him off. Another root. Timely from Fear. Can he get an additional one? Black and Manta finishing off that Bane, and the chase is now on. Fear getting controlled, slowed down, and probably picked off here. Super just merciless in the onslaught. They bring down 4. It might well be a team fight. Can they kill him off in time? He will retreat, but the bear will kill him in the well! Oh no! And they get the bear gold to boot, Winter. It's the worst, most painful way to die. Another team like Vici Gaming, playing like a team with a fire lit under their ass. They can smell it, they can taste it, they are damn close to that grand finals.
They want to be the kings.
The prince wants to ascend to the throne. He hasn't done it yet. Even should he win this match, they've got a BO5, no advantage grand finals, and some tough opponents. in that lower bracket, but they close in on objectives now. Range tracks to fall top. Melee next on the list. They're also sieging mid. There's buybacks on EG. They're not actually using them. They'll be down 1 racks, potentially 2 lanes. As the rotation comes in towards mid. Black and Super laying it on thick now. Tier 3 gonna fall soon. Glyph will be popped to hold the line. 20 seconds on that lone druid. They want to force out this buyback, but I guess not badly enough to risk getting caught. They'll take their lane of Rex. They now have a commanding lead in game 2.
The Prince is getting a taste of the throne right now. He feels it. They want to make sure that they secure everything on the map, especially the edges before they go on the high ground. They don't want what happened to Secret yesterday, going high ground without the edges, and they suffered.
They're playing it safe. Safety first.
Safety is always the priority of a Chinese team.
Not always Vici though. Vici's very aggressive. Sometimes they just say screw it. You look at that game where they were running the black sniper, they end up losing. That was an example of some hyper-aggression from this team.
Happens once in the blue moon.
Yeah. I mean, LGD, I think, even with their new roster, are still the masters of safety first though. But they're out of the tournament. Vici Gaming carrying the banner now for many of the Chinese fans. Black gonna kill up the Roshan, and they'll actually give it to Super here. They now collect a Witch Doctor Aghanim Scepter. And is there any reason to wait? Do they just march down mid?
Yeah.
It seems like that's the plan.
Oh,
the hook shot comes in onto the bear. Is there a bear Oh
no,
man, look at it. No,
no, he just respawned. So that
no
you
resummon.
can only be one. You can only
90
have one
seconds. I mean, that might just be GG.
This is GG. There's no way they can defend this.
And they just call it. As soon as the bear's hooked, it's over. Vici Gaming on to the grand finals. They take it 2-0. Once again, besting EG in a crucial tournament match. They are now 3-1 in these big LAN final type matches.
They secure top 2. The Prince.
9-3 against EG in these BO3, BO5 major LAN event matches. That is very impressive. They